Commanders fans. All right, so the Commanders have signed Jake Fromm from State Farm. We all know that joke. Jake Fromm was pretty darn bad last year. He was a rookie. He was drafted fifth round. He was a fifth-round pick out of Georgia. The Commanders have signed him from the practice squad. He was drafted by the Buffalo Bills with Sean McDermott. There's a connection with Ron Rivera right there. Not a Commander at all, but some sort of connection there. Last year, he had 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, 2 fumbles, 210 passing yards over 3 games, 3.5 yards per attempt. Had 3 starts last year where Daniel Jones went out, and then Mike Glennon got hurt for the Giants. And he had a 45% completion percentage. He was awful. I mean, I remember the game that we played against him in that last game where Joe Judge did that quarterback sneak on 3rd and 9. A lot of it wasn't Jake Fromm's fault, but from what I saw, he was really bad. He was really awful, and that's why he's on the no disrespect to the practice squad, but right now he was taking classes, just like Taylor Heineke was taking classes when we signed him on the practice squad. So it's a similar situation there. But this is his 2nd year in the NFL, so let's see what Jake Fromm. Hopefully he doesn't play. I'd rather see, of course. If Taylor Heineke doesn't play, then it's Sam Howell. I would like to see Sam Howell play this year, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how Taylor Heineke plays over the next 4 games. I think Taylor Heineke's going to do a good job. I think he's going to be up and down, but I think he's going to be a productive quarterback. He's a quarterback that can make something happen out of nothing, and I think Taylor Heineke is one of the best backup quarterbacks in the NFL. Escapability, mobility, creativity, all that. I do want to see him run on Sunday. I want to see him use his legs, especially behind this makeshift offensive line. But Jake Fromm, look at some of his college numbers at Georgia. Solid quarterback. 24 touchdowns, 5 picks his junior year, declared for the draft after his junior year in 2019. 30 touchdowns, 6 picks in 2018 as a sophomore. He made the SEC All-Freshman team as well at Georgia. And he also won the Sugar Bowl in 2020 with Georgia and was SEC Freshman of the Year. So was Rose Bowl champion in 2018 as well. Freshman All-American. He made the Freshman All-American team in 2017 as well. So not very much expectations from Jake Fromm. If I were the Commanders, I definitely would have signed Jake Fromm. I'd rather them get Jordan Ta'amu or something like that, somebody like that, instead of Jake Fromm, because he looked really bad. Like I said, it could have been more on Joe Judge and that staff last year. But Jake Fromm was just so bad watching him play. Lastly, an update on Chase Young. This is from Nikki Javala, Ben Standig. This is what I say. He's in the background. John Collins says, Chase Young will see Dr. Andrews later this year. If all goes well, he practices next week. And also, a decision on Carson Wentz or injury reserve will be made at the end of the week following 3 days of rehab. So doctors have a better idea of how long it'll take. So we'll see on that. It's big news on Chase Young. Ben Standing also says included a Chase Young note here. He's yet to meet with Dr. James Andrews as of yesterday per source close to the situation that ACL checkup determines when Chase Young is cleared to practice. Long shot or not versus Packers. Hard seeing him play on Sunday. If not practicing by Wednesday. Also, Nikki Javala says Commanders Chase Young expected to meet with Dr. Andrews later this week, and the team will decide from there on when to start his clock, per source first by Ben Standing. So that's the update on Chase Young. I would not rush him back. Like I said, this D-line has been eating. They've been doing a heck of a job. F.A. Obata has stepped up. James Smith-Williams has stepped up. Casey Tuhill has stepped up. John Allen, Deron Payne, Montez Sweat is playing a lot better than what he did in those first couple of games. So the D-line has been legit. But if they can get Chase Young back, that would definitely be a great addition. Just adding more talent to that room. Has he dominated and played up to expectations like we've expected? He has not. But getting him back would definitely help out this defensive line and help out this defense as a whole. So I would slowly bring him back, but I wouldn't rush him back at all, especially with the D-line playing well. It's not like we need to rush him. Pass rushing is actually not the problem. It's one of the strengths of this team. There's stats on pass rush, win rate, pressures. Like, we're at the top of the line. Like, F.A. Obata's up there. Casey Tuhill's up there. Montez Sweat is up there. We got a couple guys that are like top 5 in pass rush win rate at the moment. So pass rush is not the problem. I would take it slowly with Chase Young. But if we can get him back, like I said, it would be a great addition. He just has to play with the team as a unit and not be selfish and play together. You got Ryan Kerrigan as a coach, Adam Zagonia. I think he's been doing a solid job as a defensive line coach as well. So that's the update on Chase Young. We'll see. I haven't heard anything about Jahan Dotson. That's the guy I really want to hear about and see if he's going to be available against the Packers. All right, you guys. Hail to Commanders. Peace.